Hello everyone, I am Grand Royson. Welcome to new video, Volume 2, Chapter 2. The next morning, Chabashira announces to the class that Sudo had gotten in a fight a few days earlier with C-class students and that the two sides had given conflicting reports of what happened. She asks if there was a witness to the event, and states that the other teachers are also asking their own classes about the presence of a witness. After no response was given, Chabashira ends homeroom and leaves the class. Many of the students from Class 1D begin to voice their frustration for Sudo and his attitude. Kushida intervenes in the negative atmosphere to stand up for Sudo, stating that he had been looking for help to prove his side on the matter the day before and proceeds to explain everything to the class. Although other students still voice their dissatisfaction, Yosuke Hirata and Kei Karuizawa back her up and the atmosphere in the class changes into one motivated to prove Sudo innocent. Later at lunch, Kushida, Horikita, Kiyotaka, and the three idiots of D-class are gathered to discuss the situation. Sudo apologizes to Horikita for the trouble he had gotten the class into, to which Horikita coldly responds and refuses to help, causing the two to argue. Horikita leaves the lunch table and goes and sits on her own. Kiyotaka attempts to explain that Horikita doesn't strictly hate Sudo, but that she probably had a reason for not wanting to get involved in the situation. Kushida leaves to ask some of the second and third year students about the situation, and the group's discussion quickly turns to what girls each member of the group is attracted to. As Kanji Ike talks about his passion for Kushida, he mentions that he has been using the feature on his phone that allows the students to find out the location of registered friends to keep track of her whereabouts to ensure she hasn't gotten a boyfriend. After school, two groups of students were formed in order to search for the potential witness to the event, with Hirata and Karuizawa leading one group and Kushida leading the other. Suzun leaves the classroom after explicitly stating that she wouldn't be helping the search. Kiyotaka hadn't been intending to help himself, but after being begged by Kushida he concedes to help with the search. Kushida requests for him to convince Suzun to help the search. The two of them leave to catch up with Suzun and meet with her in front of the school. They call out to her and once again request her assistance on the matter. She once again declines and explains that until the reason why Sudo was involved in the matter is brought to light, she will refuse to assist them. She then looks towards Kiyotaka and states that he pretends to not understand or know things, but that he knows more than he's letting on. As Suzun left, Kushida turned to Kiyotaka, who had been looking concerned, for an explanation. Kiyotaka hesitantly explains that Suzun was saying that Sudo's antagonistic behavior and provoking actions played a part that leads to the current situation, regardless of the involvement of the students from C-class. He states that until Sudo recognizes and reflects on his mistakes, Suzun will refuse to help on the matter. Her goal is to teach him a lesson and show that he won't continue to make these types of mistakes at the detriment of Class 1D. Kiyotaka requests for them to stay silent and not bring this up to Sudo, since it would lose its meaning if he didn't come to this conclusion on his own. They head back to the classroom and regroup with Ike and Haruki Yamauchi, where they decide to go and ask Class B about the presence of a witness. They all head to Class 1B and sit back and wait for Kushida to handle the discussion with the students she knows. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share for more. Thanks you all, meet you in another video.